Namaste, my dear friends. A very good evening. Welcome to the sessions. Today, friends, we are going to talk about resilience. Today's topic is resilience. And in the last couple of months, this is one of the most spoken about topic. Resilience, as we know, the ability to spring back to life, the ability to cope up, to adapt in the times of stress, trauma. That is what it is. And of course, the fact that last 1 year, there has been such immense unpredictability, a time where nobody knows what is going to happen. This is the quality that we really need to nurture, really need to connect to. Friends, we all know at a conscious level, we've heard from childhood that change is the only constant in life. But yet, all of us, at a very deeper level, we do not like change. Let's acknowledge that we want to control things. We want to know what's going to be my day like, what's going to happen tomorrow, maybe even 6 months down the line. We like to plan things. We do not like the whole unpredictability of life. And why does this happen? So even though consciously we know that the change is going to happen, but energetically we are not comfortable with it. Our conscious mind, friends, that we know is only about 5 to 10%. The rest of it is the subconscious. We are energy beings, and a big part of ourselves we are really not aware of. So, before we've actually become adults, what has really happened? Why is it that we are scared of change? Why is it that we all like to control things? Whenever there is any kind of trauma, any kind of pain, what happens, friends, is we tend to somewhere constrict. We tend to stop breathing. In a moment of shock, pain, the breath gets stopped. We've all experienced this. A simple thing like going to a doctor for an injection. And even when we know that, yes, he's going to inject me, right? The doctor tells us again, okay, just relax and take long and deep breaths. Why? We don't even realize that we have somewhere held our breath. We don't even realize that our muscles are tight. Now, when our breath is held, we are energy beings and energy is flowing through us. The nature of energy is to flow. The breath is held and that energy flow is interrupted. Now, this happens commonly in moments of stress. However, in our cases, what happens is that this stress, that energetic flow which has been interrupted, it results in blockage and that is not usually resolved. Stress is not the problem, friends. So many times when we understand this, what happens is we start saying stress is bad. I have to keep away from stress. The stress is really not the problem. Let's understand our nervous system, just like animals. Animals also, they are exposed to stress. When a deer suddenly notices that there's a lion, it has to run. It is exposed to that stress. But then, in the time when there is no danger, the body recovers. They restore their system back to normalcy. In our case, because of the thinking mind, now if there is something that has happened which is traumatic, the fear remains. We stop losing faith. We start losing faith. There is fear, there is helplessness. All of these emotions, our mind starts thinking of all the fearful thoughts, and our body is now then having all the chemicals which are fear related that are being secreted, and somewhere this stress which could have been handled by the body at that time in that traumatic period does not really get resolved because of all of this. So, as we have grown up, we have all experienced so many small or big things that have been stressful. The Shastras, the scriptures say even birthing process is stressful. Now, so many gynecologists have also, when they've understood the energetics of it, They also realize that the very birthing process itself is stressful. So we are exposed to trauma right from the beginning. And when it is not resolved, this is all being carried in us. This is what affects our resilience, our capacity to deal with stress. If it is resolved, friends, like I said, stress is not bad. When we are exposed to stress and when we resolve it, that is what helps us to become resilient. We said in the Four Noble Truths that there is suffering. We understand that pain is going to be there, that change is the only constant. We learn to deal with the stresses and we learn to come back, spring back to normalcy. This is not happening, friends. Firstly, very likely we are not even aware of what are the stresses which are affecting us at a deeper level. Let me share with you a case study. One of the workshops, one of the QLU workshops, inner child healing, that we were conducting, there was this beautiful girl who had come. She was about 25, 26-year-old. She shared that whenever she would go for even a movie or she was sitting in an aircraft, she was sitting very still. After some time, after about an hour or so, her body would start aching. And that's when she would realize that now there is pain. She would look around and then she would slowly move her body. And that is something that would give her relief. In one of the meditations, she connected to this childhood memory, where as a 7-year-old, she was sitting in her classroom. There was this, the teacher was absent. There was a new male teacher who came. He gave a test, surprise test. He said, I'm giving you this very simple test, finish it. Do not move from your places after you even finish it. She finished it and then she just turned back to put her pencil box in her bag, which was hanging behind the chair. And suddenly, as she's doing this, the male teacher came and just whacked her on the cheek. In this meditation, she connected. She said it was burning. It was so hard. It was so hot. He slapped me very tight. And she realized that this was the memory after which somewhere she carried this subconscious fear of moving. Even when she was sitting in a theater, she would not move a little bit also, hoping that she was not upsetting the person sitting behind. As she connected to this memory, she managed to resolve it. Friends, how do we resolve it? Firstly, acknowledging what has happened. And when we relive, now when this has come to our memory, it's like a subconscious thing has surfaced. And when we just be with it, let ourselves feel the pain and breathe through it. Like I said, we are energy beings, our emotions are energy. This energy is also stuck in our system as sensations in the body. So, as we just give it attention, breathe through it, the energy's nature is, dear friends, that it gets transformed. We all know energy cannot be destroyed or created. So, just by witnessing it, just by feeling it, just by breathing through it, its nature changes. So, it is this beautiful, simple process that just we have to take the courage to go through it, to tap into it, and allow ourselves to move through it. So, friends, today we are going to look into it. What is it that helps us to really build the resilience, friends? When we are hopeful. So, even though there are traumas, now we need to connect back to hope. When we can connect back and trust in life, and of course, to do that, we need to also trust ourselves. So, today we need to trust that whatever be the thing, it is over. The fear, the helplessness that we are still carrying, we have to recognize that now we can say goodbye to it and we can come back and live our life in a new way. Resilience is the process where we say that even if the past that was better, Even if that's over, we are accepting what is now. So this acceptance is what is important, my dear friends. What we are going to do, my dear friends, today is this beautiful process. So we will first start with just scanning our body. If you right now pay attention to your body, you may realize that maybe there is one or two parts of your body which you are unconsciously holding stiff. Maybe the ankles, maybe the shoulders, they are just tight. Maybe the jaws are tight. There are certain common areas where we all hold our tension. So we will start with first just taking our awareness through our body, allowing it to loosen up. Then we will do the Anapanasati meditation, watching our incoming breath and the outgoing breath. And towards the end, in the last 20 minutes, my dear friends, I will guide you through a process where we will visualize that in a nature place, there is a labyrinth which is, a circle within the circle going towards the center. And as we are walking through this labyrinth, we are actually visualizing or feeling a memory of your past. This could be a little painful memory. As you will walk through it, my dear friends, what we will do is we'll feel that our breath is going deep, as if we are breathing right up to our feet, so that we let ourselves really breathe deep, feel the sensations. We will allow ourselves to see the situation, acknowledge it, feel what we are feeling at the level of the emotions and the sensations that are there in the body. And as we'll reach the center, my dear friends, the center is the most powerful spot. Just like we have the eye of the storm, there is so much destruction outside. But at the center, there is absolute safety. In a similar way, when we'll go to the center, we also have a center. When we connect there, we will connect to absolute power, to our magnificent being, to the peace. We will connect, we'll bring back trust in life. So, this is the process that we are going to do, my dear friends. As we all have probably heard the story, this too shall pass. This is a very powerful statement. So, remember that as you're experiencing this, just continue to walk through it, knowing it that this is over. Whatever be the painful thing in our life, we always pass through it. So this is what we are going to do, my dear friends. Friends, yesterday there was a little the music. Some people felt it was high. The previous day, some people felt it was low. I have tried my best. I'm going to do something different today, as in I've found another procedure. However, I want to remind everybody, my dear friends, that our master is our breath. Even if you lose me, even if you lose the music, whatever may be happening, just be with your breath. Don't open your eyes, don't move. Just be with your breath. Even if you're getting disturbed, just watch what is happening. That is what is practicing meditation. So we'll continue the practice. We will not spend any, don't really give that much power even to my voice. Just be with your breath. Your breath is your real guru. Okay. So let's get ready for the meditation, my dear friends. You can take a comfortable posture, clasp your fingers, close your eyes, cross your legs. And allow your awareness to come to your body. This is the precious time that you have taken for yourself. Bring all your awareness just to yourself. And allow yourself to start scanning your body, paying attention to your body. You can start from the head. Pay attention to the scalp, to the forehead, to your entire head, face. If there is any tightness in any part, just with your awareness and your intention, allow it to loosen up. Pay attention to your jaws and your cheeks. And let your awareness come down to your neck, loosening your shoulders, letting go of all the burden that you may be carrying. Bringing your awareness down into your trunk, the chest, the upper back. Let it relax, coming down into the middle and the lower back and the abdomen. Feel your arms, forearms, right up to your fingertips. Feel every muscle relax. And allow your awareness to now come down to your hips. Let all the tightness go. Notice as you're seated, are you balanced on both your pelvic bones, on your hips? You may just shift your posture to center yourself if you like. And feel the relaxation down your thighs. Your knees. Notice if there is any tightness coming down your calves. Pay attention to your ankles and your feet. And as you notice now that your body is relaxed, taking the beautiful postures, Sthiram Sukham Asana. Now bring your awareness to your breath. Watching the incoming breath and the outgoing breath. A relaxed awareness of your natural breath. Your breath is your master. Be with your breath. Developing this relationship of love, of friendship with your breath. Meditation is nothing but being with yourself. knowing yourself. And this beautiful quality of acceptance. Whatever that you observe within, any sensations, any feelings, simply watch them and accept them. We carry this non-judgmental, accepting attitude as we look deeper within, as we be with our breath, accepting every sensation. Riding on the wave of the breath. Let your breath take you deeper within yourself. The silence that your breath takes you in is full of wisdom, full of answers. The insights come when the mind becomes silent. So don't be scared of this change, of this silence, of this change from the chattery mind. Allow your breath to just take you on this journey into your own depths. We are energy beings. Every breath is bringing in this energy in you. And in these times of silence, in these times of meditation, you also receive so much abundance of energy. You may experience this energy in the form of a shower coming onto you from your crown, or you may feel some sensations in your body. Just accept them, watch them, be with them. This abundance of energy is there. You are allowing yourself to receive it. We are supported in our journey. Trusting this life force, this energy. Trusting your breath. Our breath knows much better than our mind what we need and what we don't need. It brings in all the energy that nurtures our body and throws out the carbon dioxide, the stuff that we don't need any longer. Allow yourself to develop this relationship of trust with your breath. Just be with the friends, with the breath, my dear friends, for another 5 minutes. Watching the breath, aware of everything that's happening within, relaxing deeper into it. And now, carrying this feeling of trust, trusting the breath, trusting this beautiful energy that you receive during meditation. Allow yourself to visualize yourself in a beautiful place of nature, a green grassland where you're able to see a labyrinth. You're able to see this track that you will now start walking into. This track, this labyrinth shaped track which leads towards the center. Before you start walking into it, you're allowing yourself to choose a memory, any traumatic memory which you are now ready to look deeper into and resolve. All that you need to do is let yourself feel all that you're feeling and breathe through it. You're already starting with this feeling of trusting yourself that you're okay doing it today. As you take each step, start walking on this labyrinth. You're breathing deeply and feeling as if the breath is going right up to your feet. You're aware of the sensations that are there on the feet, what is touching on your feet, and you're aware of your breath. You are now completely aware of the situation that you have chosen. How old were you? What was happening? As you're walking through this outer circle, you're becoming aware of the situation, taking one step at a time slowly, breathing deeply as if right up to your feet. Acknowledging the situation, acknowledging what happened. Breathing through it. And as slowly You will be coming into the next circle, the inner circle. You are allowing yourself also to take a step deeper within yourself, feeling the feelings of that situation of stress. What were you feeling? Taking one step at a time, breathing right through up to your feet. Allow yourself to feel the feelings right now so that you're breathing through it, feeling it and breathing through it, not holding your breath along with this painful feeling. Know that just that you're able to take, only that much happens. So just trust the process, move through it, feeling what you're feeling, breathing through it. One step at a time. Very beautifully, you're walking through this labyrinth. And as you are coming even deeper to another circle, you are now ready to experience the sensations that you're still carrying in your body. Let yourself feel what you're feeling in the body. The sensations. It may be painful, but just breathe through it. Feeling as if you're breathing deep, as if the breath is going right up to your feet. Very slowly. Take your time, my dear friends. If you are having any painful sensations, know that it is absolutely safe. Just breathe through it. This is the process of just resolving. We acknowledge the suffering. We accept it. And in this very acceptance, we can say goodbye to it by breathing through it. If you stop in between, that's okay. Slowly start taking the steps when you feel ready. Breathing through it, feeling what you're feeling. When we resolve the energy of the trauma, we become resilient. When we acknowledge what has happened, when we accept it, breathe through it, we become free from it. Continue breathing through it and taking the steps towards the center. And as you now come towards the center, you may want to sit down on the grass, or you may visualize that there's a beautiful marble bench there for you. You can sit on it. You have reached your center. The center where there is peace, where you are connected to the life source, where you are connected to your power. Just be with your breath, continuing to breathe deeply as if right up to your feet. Allowing yourself to get insights. Resilience is accepting your new reality, even if it seems less good than the one that was there before it. Let us acknowledge some doors that may have closed, something that closed forever with this trauma. Let us acknowledge it and let us accept it. Let us acknowledge the new doors that may have opened. With endings, there are always new beginnings. Let us bring our awareness to that new door that has opened. As we pay attention to that, we allow ourselves to also embody hope, embody trust, a deeper trust in life, a deeper trust in your own self. Embodying this beautiful quality, resilience. Trusting the deeper meaning of life. At this point in time, you may also pay attention to anything that this situation may have taught you. Challenges are our teachers. Is there anything that grew in you that you learned from this challenge? feeling the beautiful energy shower on this place, on this very spot, at your center. You are always supported, connected. Let yourself anchor this feeling in your mind's eye, in your body. Just another 2 minutes, my dear friends. Let this feeling of safety, trust, hope, peace, and resolution be embodied into every cell of your body, your entire being. Feeling relaxed, refreshed. And last 1 minute, my dear friends. Five, four, three, two, one, and zero. Rub your palms together. Cover your eyes. Slowly opening your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome back, my dear friends. Friends, anybody would like to share their experience? You can raise your hands. Yes, please. Nitin, can you choose from them? Namaste, Srinita ji.
Namaste, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening.
It was so beautiful. बहुत अच्छा लगा. And I never knew that this trauma was there inside me. Suddenly, uh, my breath was very, very heavy when you started the labyrinth walk. Before that, I was very, very relaxed. And suddenly, I felt very tight in my heart. And my breath became gasping. And my grandfather, he was murdered. And I was a 10-year-old child that time. And today I realized that I was carrying that trauma inside me, somewhere deep inside me. I don't know how is it reflecting in my present day life, but yes, today I connected with that trauma. And then I missed a few heartbeats also, and there was this palpitation inside my heart. My throat became there was a lump in my throat. My tears were flowing, and as I was going deeper inside the labyrinth, I could feel, that I was carrying this. And when you told me to release it and be safe, I told that, and then suddenly this white light was there, and my grandfather, I could feel his energy, and he was saying, "Don't be afraid. That was my karma." And then suddenly there was this a very piercing pain on my right shoulder, where I could feel my father and my grandfather standing and giving me their blessings. And then, that tightness just dissolved.
Wow.
And I was feeling very light and very nice. So thank you so much, Preeti ma'am. I never knew that I was carrying this trauma till date.
That's so beautiful.
Thank you for getting it released.
Thank
Yes,
you
thank
so
you
much.
so much.
It was a beautiful experience
I
and such a beautiful
Yes, it
insight
was a
that, when your
yes,
grandfather shared it was my karma. It is such a beautiful.
yes,
Yeah, you can
yes.
be
And
free
he
of
said,
it.
"You are safe. You
Yes,
are safe."
yes.
Then there was this message: flow with the flow,
Beautiful.
flow with the flow. And thank you so much. Still, my eyes are very teary till now, and but I am relaxed.
Beautiful.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
Shweta ji.
Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. I am Srinita's younger sister,
Okay.
and I raised my hand because I saw the same thing.
Okay.
I was 2 year old, I think, when my grandfather died, and I am the third girl child in my family, and everybody was expecting a boy, and my grandmother was quite angry when I was born. She did not look at me for many days, and I carry that loneliness with me. And my grandfather used to love me a lot and make me sit on his lap. I saw myself sitting on his lap, and suddenly the lap is not there. And I was complete alone in a dark room. And then my heartbeat was very heavy. I was breathing very heavily. And somehow I carry that loneliness with me. In spite of everybody being around me, I'm always cribbing that nobody is giving me time, nobody is giving me time. Then I saw both my father and my grandfather together blessing me and telling me to be with myself, to be happy with myself. And they are all good wherever they are. It was so similar to my sister's experience. I think we all, four brothers, sisters, are carrying this.
That is so beautiful and so powerful. Both of you received the same thing today. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And
That is
love
why
is
I raised my hand. I wanted to share this.
beautiful, Anuji. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Supriya. Namaste.
हाय मैम नमस्ते। आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल।
हेलो।
हाँ जी,
हाँ
बिल्कुल।
मैम आज मेडिटेशन के दौरान जैसे कि था कि ट्रॉमेटिक मेमोरी में अपने को वो करना है, बट मैं कुछ भी देख नहीं पा रही हूँ, विजुअलाइज नहीं कर पा रही हूँ। बट 40 मिनट्स में अपने पूरे ब्रीथ के अवेयर थी, ब्रीथ के प्रति। और वही लास्ट में मुझे बस मेरे लेफ्ट पैर पे नी टू एंकल तक एक पेन और एक बहुत हैवीनेस सा फील होता है। बाकी उसके अलावा मुझे और कुछ ऐसा विजुअलाइज नहीं हुआ कि कुछ है मेमोरी या कुछ, नथिंग। वो
कोई बात नहीं,
सही।
परफेक्ट। हम लोग अपने बॉडी में बहुत चीज़ें भी स्टोर करते हैं, तो इवन जब ये बॉडी सेंसेशंस आती हैं और अभी ये सेशन के बाद जैसे हमें एक अवेयरनेस आ जाती है, तो हो सकता है कि वो अपने आप भी कभी अगर होना होगा अपने आप हो जाएगा रिलीज। थैंक यू सुप्रिया।
थैंक यू मैम।
नमस्ते।
Namaste, Shrikant here. My name is Shrikant.
Yes.
It was a very, very deep sense of meditation today, and the initial Anapanasati process and everything was very deep, and there was a lot of energy flowing around throughout. And there was this. I'll just be specific towards that particular pain or block that I faced. So even before when you be starting the meditation, when you mentioned about the block, I immediately scanned my body and I could feel a block here. So, and while going through the meditation also, when I was thinking of traumas that I faced, there were like multiple choice questions. I could see a few options, and but still the block was more over here. So I ended up going there, and I'm a singer per se. So this is something that I relate very closely to. And there was a trauma where at the age of around 14 or 15, I think the time of crossing my adolescence, like the voice changes for every, of course you know that. So at that time there was a lot of very very nasty comments that I received when I sing. My voice sounds like this, sounds like that, it doesn't sound good. And until then suddenly I remembered I really have no memories of me singing as a child, but suddenly I got a memory where as a child I was singing so freely, even though I had a lot of fear. My voice didn't show that much. I could sing very freely, but post that point there was a lot of hesitation, and I started giving a lot more importance to voice care and how to be at ease with my voice. That's been my field of interest since that point. And the lesson I learned from this, so this is partially resolved at various stages of my life. I've tried to resolve it, but one thing I really learned from that particular experience is how to be compassionate. Like when someone is struggling, so I was struggling, and there were very few people who are compassionate. But somewhere I also carried a little bit of trauma, but I also carried a lesson where I should be compassionate towards everyone. So I have been seeing a quality where I don't judge a person by the way they sing or they dance, if it's good or bad. I still have the thing to enjoy it. So I realized where that came from, and I also realized I still have some of it left. So there is still a bit of a tightness sometimes. I could sense it even after the session got over. So maybe I might have to sit and work again. I guess, I don't know, you can guide me about it, but it was
Maybe it will come up. Maybe even if it's there a little bit, it will just show up. So do not worry. Good.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, Shrikant, for sharing. Namaste, Lata ji.
Namaste, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, please.
Yeah, there's nothing trauma, but as soon as I entered the path, I'm still having some kind of heart palpitations. I became a small girl playing around, running. And then from that baby, I became someone else, some kind of human, some different forms. Then I entered the second one, I became a cow. Then I entered the second one, I became a dog, elephant. I don't know, it's like round, each kind of animal, some kind of forms. And when I went inside the center, what I could see is a huge light on some being. I don't know who that being is, what that being is. That's what I could see, but no trauma, nothing. I couldn't even recollect anything. But when I came out of it, I have this kind of, some kind of heart palpitation, some kind of restlessness, some kind of uneasiness. I don't know what it actually meant, but I'm still having uh, that kind of thing. But it was beautiful, but I didn't even understand what it was happening.
Okay. It's okay. Just let yourself tonight when you're going to sleep, just be with your breath. For some time, if you feel like meditate, let yourself just integrate. It's a beautiful process. Whatever was happening, I could see you. By chance, you were there on my screen. So I could see you. You were looking very peaceful. So this will also just...
Yeah, it was very peaceful. And the thing is, the girl that I see, from day one of my meditation, I'm seeing that girl with a colorful polka dress. She becomes, I expand, then that baby comes. That baby, I'll be like covering the whole universe, and suddenly that baby becomes that, covers the universe, and that universe becomes a small ball, and she starts playing with that. So as soon as I see that girl, there is some kind of happiness that comes. But today I don't know why there's so much of restlessness, and there's something happening inside. I don't really understand what is happening.
Yeah. You can also just maybe sit and draw later if that's something that comes to you. Just let yourself put it on paper, whatever that restlessness, whatever is coming. If there is any kind of, trauma, maybe sometime that you kind of got disconnected with any of the beautiful qualities, okay, it may just show up. Allow yourself, give yourself time today. Just let me know tomorrow how you're feeling. You'll get okay. Yeah. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste, madam. Today experience is meditation is so good, madam. But my body is shivering like a top, madam. Shivering. Even a total body is sweating. Why this is happening, I don't know. If I lose my awareness, then I may go somewhere. I don't know where I will go. But suddenly, because of awareness, I will come back again. I will stay calm. So why this is happening, I don't know, madam.
When we are having any of the traumatic experiences, it is stored at the body level and it can be released. So allow these movements. Whatever that happened is fine. It's a part of the release. So that madam was saying also about the palpitations probably. So something is just surfacing. Just breathe through it. Even if suppose any kind of feeling unpleasant sensation is still there, just breathe through it. It will get integrated.
Okay.
Hmm?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, friends. I'm seeing a lot of comments. I don't get the time to reply to them, but thank you so much, everybody, sharing their journey on the messages. Yes. Namaste.
I'm Arundhati, I am Srikant's mom.
Yes.
Throughout these meditations, I was in wonderful experiences, but I was, no, there are so many people, so I was not trying. But this time, even from my childhood, I was very much aware of diseases. Even when a small child, even some throat inflammation comes, some lump-like thing we will feel. So I will think that I am having cancer. I don't know from where it came, even from my childhood. Then when I was five years or something, some measles or something, it occurred to me. Then after that, some what my both the eyes got what the situation I don't know, got up, and my father was very much scared. He is also a fearful person. He was very much scared. He made so much of confusion. Then some Ayurvedic lady came and she put some mother's milk, some cloth here. Then anyway it subsided. But I think that is, when you asked me to concentrate on the body part, I was having heaviness on my stomach. Then that incident came. I was so much fearful. Anyway, that went on. After some time, when I was in the fifth standard or something, my mother had a tooth extract, the whole set of tooth extract. Then after that, she came home and she was having a very high fever, something like pneumonia. And again, my father was very panicked. We were small child. I have got an elder sister also. We were small children, got very much panic, and he asked a neighbor to come and look, take care of my mother, and he went to call the doctor. When the doctor came, he was trying to give an injection, but my father said, "No, no, if it is penicillin, it is allergic for her. Don't take that." After that, she recovered. Anyway, after so many meditations, today only I was able to see that. So that the traumatic situation was, I was feeling in the stomach. Before that, I was having a very good experience because in childhood, we during Onam, I belong to Kerala. During Onam holidays, we play on swing, and I was climbing a rope from in a mango tree from the above. So that energy, shower, the so much of energy was flowing through me and connecting to the ground. So many children were, we were very happy. But after this, every time, even when a small health problem comes, I will have so much of anxiety. I will go on thinking more and more about, even when a small thing comes. Now I am relieved of this COVID. We all, but not Srikanth. Charu is also my daughter. But that time also only meditation helped me. I was going through the meditation. Anyway, I was able to overcome that problem through meditation and all that. Rupesh sir and Latika helped a lot. But still, I will also try to have whether I have got a temperature like that. So much of anxiety in me. Maybe because of that, can you help me how to get rid of this completely? Come out of this completely.
So, madam, good that you saw today. As a child, we are absorbing everything from our parents, right? So, the way when you saw that they were anxious about any health issue,
My father and my brother.
automatically, when you see them scared, you also automatically feel there is something very dangerous.
Yes, really, really.
So, right now, this inner child of yours, who fears that, the adult you now, when you understand that, okay, fever is just, a sign of body fighting the infection. Whatever,
Really.
when you understand that, okay, this is this illness, it is not a cancer, it is not something very dangerous. The adult you, the wise you can now start, when you just start bringing that new awareness, that is something that slowly will start changing things for you.
Yeah.
So allow yourself to, when we meditated yesterday, we connected to the nature place where
Yeah.
you're connected to the light. So maybe you can just also connect with that, allowing yourself to now develop a different wise self in you, wise adult in you, who can
Really.
start reparenting this inner child.
Thanks. Then I have got a Guru Kanchi Mahaperiyava. In every Kanchi Mahaperiyava, Guru. Then in every meditation, here also, at the end of the meditation, I saw him in a temple during showing this Deepa Radhana and all that. Then he is giving all of us tamburu, veena, violin, mridanga fochar, every musical instrument. He is giving a plate full of fruits. Then flowers and prasadam and all that, and he is every time I see he is blessing us. That is every time I am seeing. I have also seen Mahaganapati, a huge form of Mahaganapati inside my body with so much of root at the center of the labyrinth.
Yes.
So thanks a lot.
So you are amazingly blessed. Start taking that. Thank you.
Really.
Thank you. Friends, we'll have to do very quick sharings now. We are already at 9:10. And if any of the, yes. Hello, Mama.
हेलो सुनाई दे रहा है?
Yes, Mama.
बहुत अच्छा मेडिटेशन हुआ. जब राउंड में कोई ट्रॉमा याद करके वो घूमने के लिए कहा, तो मैं रन कर रही हूँ जोर से, अब पूरे उसमें रन कर रही हूँ और रियली मेरी बॉडी शेक राउंड राउंड घूम रही थी. आई कैन मेक आउट दैट. और बाद में जब बोला कि कोई डोर नया ओपन हुआ है, बहुत बड़ा सारा डोर ओपन हुआ और उसमें से बहुत एकदम ब्राइट लाइट विथ 2 hands टू होल्ड मी. वो आए, बड़े लंबे लंबे हाथ थे और उस समय मेरा कब सिर झुक गया, मेरे हाथ जुड़ गए उसमें, आई डोंट नो. बट व्हेन आई केम आउट माय हैंड्स वेर मतलब फोल्डेड, जुड़े हुए थे, मेरा सिर नीचे था I am so grateful. बहुत अच्छा लगा and full of light. That gate was bright light.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mama. Thank you for sharing. Beautiful. Namaste.
Namaste. It was such a wonderful guidance you have given us today. So, today at the very start, when you started explaining about what we are going to do today itself, I don't know, there was this kind of anxiety in me. I don't know, I couldn't explain it. But then when you guided through the this relaxation, I felt relaxed. But then later, when you said that to go onto the stairs, I don't know, there was just some kind of fear. I can still feel it.
Okay.
I was shedding my tears all through, and I can still feel the pain when you were all through guiding. I could feel a pain in my heart and at my shoulder. I really don't know what the trauma is, but I can still feel that pain, and my heart is still beating fast. And there's still that fear. I don't know what is that.
Okay. Okay.
And when I was going through the stairs, something inside me was pulling me back and was not letting me climb the stairs. And it's the same feeling now that I was not able to sit through the meditation, but I was just forcing myself and telling that this time will pass. It's okay. You're not in danger. You're not in somewhere in deep. But I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Okay. So, Shravya, it is okay if right now we are ready to only experience that much. When a part of you was pulling, okay, it is also okay. One step at a time, we have to take the steps as we are comfortable. Let yourself right now, just for 10 minutes after this, just be with the breath and let yourself get okay with it. Okay. You can, Nitin, if you can just share my number with Shravya. Shravya, just call me tomorrow morning. Okay. Just let me know. It should be okay. Okay. If required, I'll just have a word with you and guide you tomorrow then again. You'll be fine. Nothing to worry. Okay. Just be with the breath. Trust your breath. Our breath can really just the way it lets out whatever that we don't need, just allow it to now let go of everything and let yourself just come into this relaxed state with your breath. Okay. It will be okay. Don't force yourself. Don't push yourself. Call me tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.
Hi ma'am, good evening, namaste ma'am.
Evening.
The session was very good, and I just want to tell, I just followed your steps, and after a few minutes, I'm just lost in you, and I'm not sure whether it is lack of concentration or I'm not sure whether I'm doing it correctly or not. So only when you told about the marble part, at that time only I think I felt like I was just awakening at that time. So I'm not sure. I'm just hearing your words, or am I missing something
It
like that?
is okay if you are with your breath and you just go into a state where you're not aware of the words. You're in a state of meditation, and it is okay if sometimes you do not follow the whole instruction. That's fine.
Okay, fine. So this is happening for the past 2 to 3 days.
It
Yeah.
is okay. It is okay.
Okay. And thank you so much, doctor. Thank you.
Most welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Dinesh. Namaste, Kamaljeet ji.
Namaste, Master Preeti.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was such a beautiful experience. To be very honest, the kind of experience, we call it traumatic experience, I consider that traumatic, but I know, as I've learned in past few meditations, that every experience brings some learning, some and opens some new doors for us. So while I was going through that labyrinth, I saw the wiser me going down the lane, and then reaching to a point when I had to take a difficult decision that I consider um, the the foolish one. But now I realize that um, that is the very decision has made me wiser and whatever I am today. So thank you so much to that experience, to that decision, and to you as well. Just one thing I would like to, I would like to ask that while I started, the moment I started walking down the labyrinth, there was water underneath my feet, and it was there till the time I reached to the center point. When I saw the bench, I sat there, my feet till ankles. It was they were dipped in the water, crystal clear water with pebbles, and it was so beautiful. But I couldn't really understand that why there was water underneath. If you can help me with that.
So water usually represents emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But when you're going through this experience and it was crystal clear water, so in a sense, looks like there is no negative emotions, no too much of fear that's held on. You've already kind of in that stage where you're coming to that understanding, where you could today connect that, yes, how that has made you wiser.
Right,
So
right,
it's already,
right.
I think some of the emotional aspect you've already kind of cleared and you've come to the integration.
Yeah. Okay. That I experienced. And the door that has opened, the moment I opened that door, I saw a very, very bright golden light coming from the ground. And there was a path leading to an unknown city, new city with flashing lights. I felt really happy. I really
Beautiful.
felt very happy.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Prince. Yes. Namaste, Kalpita ji.
Namaste, namaste. It was very good experience, and I have learned. See, you initially told not to worry, and I was the one to ask if I tend to open my eyes. So when and today I experienced lot of connectivity problem, but I said that whatever is being not heard by me is not for me. So I didn't open my eyes. So lesson in practice, and as a trauma I couldn't recollect anything what to think. Okay, what was my trauma? But during that period, that walking, I felt pains in many parts of my bodies, and when I breathed in that, it all gone. Only thing, one thing is there is some pain in the place where of the appendix, and I just realized one in my life I was a monkey, and some person had cut my tail. So that pain I have carrying out till now. I think it was a regression, and then I realized that, see, what you are telling us to in the meditation, be in present. So even carrying those unwanted memories is also dwelling in past. So why you are dwelling in past? So you are the one who will be able to come out of it if you do practice, or I mean you try to come out of it. So whatever is being done in my life, I'm the only responsible for it. So I have learned so many things, and I mean, in Marathi we say "कळतंय पण वळत नाही." I mean, you know what is it, but it is very difficult to what you say digest it. So same thing, but I think I'm now started digesting at least one morsel.
Yes,
Thank
it's
you,
a
thank you.
process. From knowledge to wisdom is the process.
Yes, thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Friend, last sharing. Yes, Matiji.
Namaste. Thank you so much. Okay. Today, when you asked about a traumatic experience, it was not one. So, for the past 5, 6 years, before that, I had two surgeries, a thyroid and a gallbladder one. So, and there was a lot of confusion before the surgery. Like, there was a lot of ill health and what was happening. There were a lot of issues cropping up. So I'll try to cut it short. So all of it together was one traumatic experience for me. A lot of incidences, lots of days, and the surgeries and times before that, after that, everything was like one together pile for me. So the moment you said the traumatic experience, I started crying and I missed out on a lot of words. Now I'm realizing because I was constantly crying, and that has actually resulted in now I realize through these meditations and inner process that in fear and a bit of anxiety and of course the digestion issues maybe because of that. So I felt a lot of clutter in my head, in my stomach, in my neck, and there were a part of my back of the head specifically where I had a pain after the surgery. So there were a lot of things together. And when you asked me to reach to the center, I felt the Mother Earth was. I wanted the Mother Earth to take in all the negativity, and I felt the sun basking on me and giving me lots of light. And then it was peaceful, and then suddenly there was a big storm. And even when you and in the midst of the storm, I was constantly telling myself that even then I'm safe. I have to tell myself that I'm safe in spite of the storm. So when you said that to come out of the meditation, I was still in the midst of the storm and I wanted the storm to settle down so that I could come out of the meditation with a calmer me. So just at the end, I felt the storm settle down and I could feel the sun again. So it's just that I'm seeking more of a reassurance. I know what I've gained through the process. Of course, I've gained a lot of resilience and lots of other positive things, trust in the universe, everything. But I'm still seeking reassurance that it is over for the good. It's just like that. I'm not completely sure because there's still
So,
issues.
in case if you feel there are issues, do not worry about it. Sometimes when there are traumatic things, sometimes we need to revisit it. So, you have definitely taken a number of good steps, right? In case you need to, you can revisit the meditation on YouTube. You can do it again. Okay.
Okay.
So, you have definitely taken amazing steps today. Amazing. Congratulations on that. And don't be scared of if anything is left, don't be scared, right?
Okay.
It's a part of
Okay.
one step at a time, so you'll keep progressing with that.
So I just have to keep the faith. That means.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hmm? Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, friends, for joining. Have a very good evening. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.